Yo, W2 Sport, RP Gang, RP Nation, RP Boxing, YBP MMA. We just got some breaking news that UMAR Nurmagomedov is going to be taking another fight before getting his undisputed title shot at bantamweight against the champ Merab Dvalishvili, who just came off a pretty dominant win. My bad. Let me get this food out here. I'm just chilling at the crib. You know, had a good little run. Went about like 3 miles to just chilling. And we just heard this news. It's crazy, man. I don't really know what to make of it because I feel like UMAR Nurmagomedov has done everything and more to deserve that title shot. He's undefeated. He has the name. He has the backing of Khabib. He's undefeated. Like I already said that. He just beat Corey Sandhagen in a 5-round main event. Pretty much just dominated him. Showed that he's levels. You know, he's ready for that next challenge. He's done everything that he needs to do to deserve that shot. So it doesn't really make sense for him to be fighting again against Song Yadong. One theory that I can see coming out of this is that potentially it could have been Ramadan. I heard that there was some issues with Ramadan and Rob wants to fight in March and he doesn't want to, get stalled out till then. He doesn't want to fight on Ramadan, especially for an undisputed title shot. I can't understand that. People keep saying, "Oh, well, Bilal still does it." Well, not everyone's Bilal. And I think there's a reason why he's undefeated. You want to make it right. You want to make it on your terms, and that's the stuff that's a request. I mean, there's 12 months in the year. Can we not fight during a month where I'm starving myself and going through religious practice like that? I can see why he's mad about that and doesn't want it to be during that time. And I can see, not wanting to be stalled out till then, wanting to stay active as well so that when you do get that shot, you're not out for like 12 months. Some people don't want to sit out and wait. Now, I mean, I could see sitting out and wait, getting your shot, but there's nothing better than just getting in the ring and fighting. You can't simulate that in the training room. You could train all you want, go to the gym, but getting in there and getting that fight time, you can't replicate that. So he's fighting Song Yadong. Song Yadong is a very tough opponent. He's a big puncher for sure. Boxing has to be his greatest attribute. He has, I'd say solid takedown defense, but then he got taken down by Jan and controlled in the last round of their fight. But all in all, he's a pretty well-rounded guy, I would say. Good striking, it's decent defensive grappling, but not enough to stuff the takedowns of UMAR. I don't think he's gonna be stuffing takedowns like Corey, not at all. Especially what happened against Jan. His striking, I think UMAR might be able to piece him up too on the feet. Because in the Corey fight, in the Corey fight, he actually did pretty well in the Corey fight. I thought he looked pretty good in that fight before the stoppage, but he did get hit with some nasty elbows. It was pretty competitive. I thought it was one of those fights where it was like the veteran won, but you saw that Song Yadong is an elite guy, and he proved it in that matchup. The Jan one, not so much. He kind of got cooked there. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. But I thought he'd have a little more success in that matchup. I don't know if I picked him to win or if I didn't, but yeah, that was a little shocking. It was a little revelation, Jan still got it. But yeah, this is your bantamweight version of Magomed Ankalaev versus Alexander Rakic. As far as who I think has because that's what's gonna draw comparisons to it. You got a very clear number one contender, and you have another guy. You have a champion who's not fighting them. This is a little different, though, because Pereira is fighting Roundtree. We don't know if they're going to run back the Sean Merab fight. I don't think there's any steam on that rematch. I don't think there's any hype for it. Honestly, I don't see why you would do that. I think the perfect scenario would have just been you run Merab Umar. You have Sean get a win. He could honestly just wait there and wait for Umar to get the fight, and he'd just get the title shot right there. I wouldn't even be mad at that. Off a loss, I mean, it's one loss. It's your golden goose. That's your guy. It's a fresh matchup. You have, Sean O'Malley, a dangerous striker. And you have Umar, a dangerous wrestler. That's your Walmart version of Conor McGregor and Khabib Nurmagomedov. I don't have no problem with that. But doing doing the rematch under these circumstances, I feel like it doesn't make sense. I think Sean wanted to take some time off. It doesn't, just why? Why are we doing this? It just seems like just stupid. I think you could have easily just done Merab Umar, and then you do Sean Aldo. Whatever fight comes out of that, I think it's going to be perfect. Unless you get Aldo Merab, then that would be really bad. But, I feel like they could have gone about this in a better way. Now, this is all just speculation. I don't know what they're gonna do with Merab now. I think they'll probably just give it. I think Merab will just probably fight in April or May instead of March, and by that time, Umar would have had a fight under his belt. He's completely ready. He wouldn't have been stalled out and had his last fight. Who knows when? That would have been like what, 13. He would have been like out for like a year. Now it only would have been like 6 months. Now he's like ready. So I like it for Umar, but I am scared, even for Magomed, that not even that someone else gets passed up for. Oh, I guess Magomed already got passed up for the title shot, but not even that. I'm really just scared that one of these guys is gonna come out and get an upset win. We see it all the time. I mean, honestly, even for champions, they're facing a lower ranked guy, a guy that, people are just writing off, and it ends up being a lot tougher than people think it is, or they pull off the complete upset. We saw it with Strickland. We saw Khalil give Pereira trouble. I could see, Rakic going out there. I mean, he's a very good fighter on paper. He has a lot of stuff that can give Magomed trouble in that fight. I mean, the pick is Magomed for sure. I just think if he could just put it all together, because sometimes fight IQ is kind of weary. You don't know what he's gonna do. Like, if he's gonna act stupid or he's gonna like fight smart. But if he sticks to a good game plan, he could just go out there and outstrike him. And he has big power on the feet. He has nasty boxing. He's really really elusive on the feet, and I think he could just time Rakic. And even with the takedowns too, he could really have success in the wrestling there too. So I like Magomed's chances there. And then for Umar going up against Song Yadong, it should be an easy fight. I think Umar has a better chance of beating Yadong than Magomed has a chance of beating Rakic. Even though I do think both of them win their fights, I just think Umar's is better everywhere. I think he can go out there and be the better striker if he wants to go out there and strike with him for 3 rounds. I think if he wants to wrestle and just stick to a very disciplined game plan and just make sure that he gets that next title shot, he can just grapple him for 3 rounds. He has the cardio to do it. He could just go out there, take him down. I really question Song Yadong's defensive grappling. He's been taken down by lesser guys and controlled. It's just not a good sign, and not really like showing that urge to get up. So Umar can win whatever way he wants. I think the fans want to see the best fight the best, and I mean, I've heard people on the internet say that they're gonna pick Pereira to beat Ankalaev, and me personally, I think Merab can for certainly go out there and beat Umar. I'm on the fence on that one. I think my early lean is Merab, but I don't know. I mean, Umar is a very, very, very good fighter. But this is the thing. You got to give the people what they want to see. We got to see the best fight the best. I personally think that Magomed will go out there and kill Alex Pereira, but there's people who don't think that. And the odds have come out. I think it's like Magomed's like a slight favorite. So there is belief out there that Pereira can land that kill shot, and Pereira can go out there and finish Magomed Ankalaev and beat, probably that'd be his best win, probably, his biggest rival. So I just want to see the best fight the best. I'm tired of seeing these number one contenders take these, like, I don't want to say tune-up fights, but these extra fights, like, come on. I don't really like it, but I understand it from their perspective and I hope it's like that. I hope it's not the UFC forcing him into another fight. I hope it's that they want to take it, they want to stay active, and, this is on their terms. Because I've also, this is a similar situation with a champion too. If a champion wants to stay active, I think a champion has all the right to fight a lesser guy if no one else is ready for a certain date. If I'm ready to fight in March as a pay-per-view and I'm willing to fight, and the number one contender isn't ready to fight, I should be allowed, hey, Grant Dawson, hey, Benoit Saint Denis, Renato Moicano, whoever the next guy up is, even if there's a rightful number one contender, hey, if you're not ready for the date when I'm ready, then I should, kind of like Dustin Poirier's situation. It just made sense in that context. Strickland too. Whoever's ready, whoever's next up to fight, I think they deserve that right to fight, to stay active, and to get, their money, to get their activity up and continue to fight. Because these fighters, they don't have too much time in their prime, so they want to get these fights going and going and going. So I love it from Umar's perspective. He's a young guy. He's 27, actually. He's super young, I think. I think he's around that. So he has a ton of time to top. But I know he wants to retire early. I love that he's staying active. But, I hope the UFC's not even, like, trying to, like, force him into this fight. Like, it's on his own merit, and this is what he's trying to do. I hope he wins. I hope we get the fights that we want to see, Umar Marab. And maybe Umar O'Malley. I think that would be an excellent fight. I think that would bring in a lot of casuals, and I think a lot of people would tune in to watch that fight. So, man, MMA news, it's been kind of dry. I know we had the Michelle Pereira, Anthony Hernandez stuff, and we had Francis Ngannou's return, but I haven't really felt, like, too, like, intrigued to make any crazy videos, but this is something I want to come on here and talk about. Hope y'all like hearing my voice, you know what I'm saying? Of course. Leave a like and a review, subscribe. Peace out, most man. You know what it is.